Hey everyone. Okay, so we are going to play here. I need a break in life. So I'm going to tell you real quick, and then we're going to change the subject because I will fall apart. And I do not need that right now. I've already fell apart yesterday. Kit Kat, she died. She died yesterday, and yeah, so sucks. Today sucks. Yesterday sucked. So let's try and get through the video, and that's about it. So, okay. So, we are going to use The Best by Ellie Studio. I really like this collection. It really is really nice. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Which one is it? I think it's this one, right? It seems like it's this one, right? That's, yeah. Hopefully I don't drop it. I don't know, you guys. It's okay. I'll just keep on keeping on. Why is this upside down? Oh, okay. Make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm almost done with, what week is this? This is week 15, week 16, so that's cool. So let me try and see what I can do about this one. Let's see. And then, let's see. It's a little bit better. Here, oh, nope. Here we go. A little bit better. We'll just work with it. Okay, so it's gonna have a little bit of a glare. All right, so we, okay, so let's just try and get through this and without falling apart. All right, so let's see. We are gonna have fun because I love this layout. This layout is super cute. And it came together so well. So this is the week that Cheyenne had her, they were playing against, they're called challengers here, and they're special needs kids. And they got the sheriff's department played against the kids. And that is Cheyenne on her knees talking to this little boy. And it just, she's just so, remember, I think I told you how she wanted to be a special needs teacher. And so special needs is part of her world, and she loves these kids, and they always are drawn to her too. So it's really kind of cool, and it's sweet to see, and yeah, she's the heart of gold. So this is going to take forever, so let me just do what I normally do. I was thinking, well, if I have time, if I'm still talking to you guys and I have time, then I'll go back and do it. We were at Hobby Lobby. We are big USA people. We love our country, and it's anything we see USA, we just absolutely adore it. So, but we, yeah, big time. We're all about the USA. So, love our country. And but anyways, yeah, so I end up finding out who was the people who were talking smack to my daughter. And I'll tell you what, you guys, the couple that are talking smack to my daughter, and they have a glass house like I was talking about last time, right? Their glass house, actually, the walls, the floor, the windows, the ceiling, the, draperies, all glass. All glass. So I just think it's amazing how people are so stupid. Now this couple, let me tell you right off the bat, this couple, they act like mean girls. That's how they are. They're the epitome of mean girls, and they're still saying stuff to my kid, And she doesn't even tell her boyfriend half of what they do to her. And because he really doesn't do anything about it. And that's unfortunate. And that is one flaw that I do not like. But there's nothing I can do about it. And because in his world, family is everything. And I'm like, yeah, but when they're, you know, when jealousy, envy, hate, pettiness, all that interferes with your happiness in your life, then it's called toxic. It's called a toxic family, and that's something you don't want in your life. But he can't, he's still young. He can't separate the fact that they're treating his girlfriend like crud, and they're only doing it when he's not around. So they wait to tell her stuff when he's not in the room. That way it looks like she is just crazy and that she's just making it all up. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird that your boyfriend doesn't believe you. And, you know, okay, he may not be siding with you, but at least, you know, he can, you know, find out what the heck, what their problem is, you know. And I'll tell you what the problem is. You want to know what started all this with her and them? Because they got along fine. Now, they are, this is Tim doing the bathroom. They are a cop and a lawyer. Okay? So, automatically, they feel they're above you. They feel they're better than you. They feel that's one of their things too, is they feel they're super smart. But we were talking about it, Cheyenne and I, and I'm like, you can be book smart, but life's stupid. And that's what they are. They are life stupid. Now, they had kids. They decided to have kids. And they're in their late 30s. And they both have great careers. But apparently, they don't like her at the work. And I can see why. She's not a likable person. And she's I mean, you can only imagine how immature she is, right? Mean Girls, right? And they don't like her at work, so they're trying to get rid of her. And I'm like, that makes sense. That really does make sense. But when you continue to blame other people, then you're a narcissist. So they both are narcissists. Well, let me tell you why they don't like my kid now. And they don't like her because they don't have childcare. They don't have a nanny. They don't have a babysitter. Matt's parents come from 2.5 hours away from where they live, the mom does, to come babysit for them. And so nobody realizes that when my daughter was young, we told her straight from the get-go, we are not your babysitters. We will never be your babysitters. We will never raise your children. We've done our time. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to love our grandkids 100%, or that we think less of people if they take care of their grandkids. Nothing like that. Personal. This is all personal. We told her from the get-go we were not doing it because it's not the life I wanted. You had kids, you take care of them. You figure out childcare. I am not a childcare person. I am old and I am pretty much decrepit. I've barely gotten better since I went organic, but I am not someone who can raise a kid. Again, I'm just not. I don't have the patience. I don't have, I am old school. So I believed in spanking. I got spanked when I grew up. I'm 47 and I still believe in discipline. I do not believe in timeout, nothing like that. You guys do you. Honestly, you do you. I don't think about anybody else. I don't think about how they raise their children. I don't think about anything like that. I'm just talking about me. So you may not like it and it's fine, but this is me. And so we told her from the get-go, no. So she knew. So she knew, and she knows still, that she cannot rely on us. Doesn't mean we're not going to babysit. Doesn't mean when we move out of state, we're not going to take, this is her best friend, she's pregnant, we're not going to take, I'll write on the little sentiment too, on the little tag. Doesn't mean we're not going to, take the child for the summer. Doesn't mean any of that. But we wanted her to understand it will be our choice. It will be us going, hey, you know what? We're going to take the baby. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. That's different. But we're not going to be, we're just not going to be here for you, kind of thing, for the child. So, of course, emergency, you know, things like that, you know, I know I'm making it sound bad. Like if she came to us and said, Mom, I really need help. I need you to watch the baby. And we're going to be like, no, we told you need to find childcare. No, I'm not talking like that. I'm just saying don't rely on us. You know, don't rely on us. I hurt, you guys. And I hurt for so many years. And I'm like, so to think about picking up a baby and to change diapers and bend over. And, you know, when you're changing a baby, you usually bend over no matter, you know, whatever. I physically can't do that. And I knew that, and it just was not something I can do. I already raised my children, and I did a darn good job. My husband and I, we did a darn good job. My kid's in school. My youngest is in school. He's doing it all on his own. We're not helping him one iota. And my daughter has a career, and she's looking into another career. So we did a good job, but we're done. You know, we're really done. And so grandkids are an option, not a mandatory. And so plus we're moving out of state. You know, a lot of grandparents stay because of their grandkids. We're not like that. You know, we did what we needed to do, and we love our children so much. We love our children very, very much, and we're so proud of them. But you need to take care of you now. You know, you need to take care of your family. It's your family. And so, yeah. And, well, anyways, so this couple, they don't have any childcare. And it's like, okay, well, you needed to search for childcare. All four of us were on vacation at the cabin, you know, last year. And we had to rush home because they needed childcare. So we had, and Matt was, you know, the uncle. Matt is the uncle. So he was told to get home so he can watch their kids. We were, you know, we're like 3 hours away from here. We're 2.5 hours away from the cabin, but because they live further away, they're 3 hours away from the cabin. So we had to rush home, like literally rush home. And so that way Matt could go take care of these kids. And I'm like, seriously. Well, they ended up, look at this, how cute. There's my husband, and there's them. They're all sleeping. It's so cute. So cute. And so that was very frustrating to do that. I'll tell you what, because, you know, here we're having a good time, and now we had to, you know, speed on home. And I'm like, dude, all for childcare, because they're not responsible enough to find childcare. And so, well, they asked Cheyenne to babysit. They've asked her to babysit, and she does. You know, she loves the kids, and she doesn't mind. But when she can't babysit, it's for a reason. And the biggest reason was they were moving. The Cheyenne and Matt were moving. Then they moved into their new house. And so she basically told them twice that she couldn't babysit. Well, the brother freaking freaked out on her and gave her a nasty, nasty text. Sent her a nasty text. Completely nasty text saying how she said she would always be here and always help out, and, you know, times of emergencies and everything else. And then she's, you know, she cannot, you know, keep up to what she says, and maybe she should shut up, you know, basically. And because you won't be there, you keep making up excuses that you can't help us. So talk about immature, right? Immature. This is the father. So if you can call him that. And so he ripped my daughter a new butthole. Okay, so she's like, okay, it's not because I didn't want to. We're moving, and then we ended up moving, so I have boxes to unpack. I have things I have to do. I cannot watch these children. It wasn't, you know, any sane person, not a narcissist, but a sane person would have been, okay, cool, you know, that's okay, you know, thank you for even replying back to me, thank you for anything like that. But no, not him. No, he has to send her a nasty text. And so they tell her she's family. The next thing you know, now she lives in Matt's house now, because when Matt's not around, they like to tell her how it's Matt's house. It's not her house, it's Matt's house. So I'm like, wow. So These guys, I'll talk narcissists, both of them, narcissists. How, you know, I guess narcissist finds narcissist, I don't know, but immature. Oh my gosh. And the straw that broke the camel's back was the second thing that my daughter did, is that they told her off, and so she asked him, didn't you guys think about childcare before you had children? And then he was like, I thought of my children come first, and da-da-da-da-da, and then now they hate her. Now they hate her. Now every time that she is around, they give her snide remarks, and then they give her dirty looks. They give her dirty looks. Then they won't say thank you or bye to her when they're in her home. And it's her home. And they're both asleep. So yeah. What do you guys think? Narcissist? I think so. And Matt doesn't see it. Matt has blinders on because his brother is his world, because, like I said, his parents, Matt's parents, are the same age as my parents. And so his brother basically raised him. And so to him, his brother is his father figure, and he can do no wrong. And so, yeah, so I've been talking to Cheyenne and just telling her to ignore them, because nothing's gonna happen. Matt won't stick up for her. He'll just keep thinking it's her, being sensitive and everything else, which she is sensitive. She is a very sensitive girl. But for what they're doing to her, no, she's not, nor is she making it up. So that's very frustrating to hear. And yeah, I just feel so bad for her, because seriously, they keep doing it behind her back, behind Matt's back. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I told her, I said, babe, all you can do is laugh about it. Laugh and go, you know what? They are freaked in the head. They are completely freaked in the head. They have mental problems, for one, mental problems. And they don't have any friends. They literally have no friends. What does that already tell you? Even I have friends. Hello, I have friends. Hello. That is like a major craziness all on its own. And they don't even have a one. So they only have each other. So each other, they're like, da, 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 da. So they have one brain. They don't have a separate brain. They have one brain. And yeah, mean girls. So yeah, it just, and then they offered, because they loved Cheyenne so much, right? They loved her so much that they offered to help. They wanted to contribute to an adoption or a surrogate for when Matt and her get married, and then they want to have their kids. So they offered to help pay. So Cheyenne's like, heck no. She's all, because they just proved themselves that they will throw it in my face and say they help pay for my child. And that they get a say on what happens and how they get raised and everything else. And she's like, no. So she is not accepting their money. And that is good. That is really good. Because, yeah, now that they've shown their true colors on how immature they are, then, yeah, you don't need their money, babe. You really don't. So, yeah, maybe by then we'll sell our house, and then we'll be able to help her. And free of charge, free, unconditional, which, unconditional love. Oh, who knew that existed, right? So yeah, so I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, all because of two things. One, she didn't watch their kids, and two, because she asked him if they thought about childcare before they had children. Wow, guys. What? How dare she? How dare she? So, yeah, because, that's her. I mean, even her and Matt have talked about it. They're like, they even talk about childcare, because they know, and she knew from the get-go, that we're not going to be here. For one, we're not going to be in the state. And for another, even if we were, I can't, Tim's never home, and I can't raise a child. I can't, because if you're with this child 5 days a week, and for 8 to 12 hours a day, you're raising that kid. You are raising that kid, and that is something I do not want to do. So, aren't they cute? Okay, cat, we're not going to think about it. We're not going to think about it. So anyway, so, yeah. So now we know. Now we know completely. So, oh man, you guys, life. Why can't you just be good people? She didn't do any. Even though knowing that they say stuff to her, you guys, Even knowing that they say stuff to her and that they're vindictive and everything else, she still smiles at them. She still says thank you. She still says bye. You know why? Because I raised a great child. I did. His parents did not. They did not raise a good child. So, because if either one of their parents raised good children, because they both suck. So, yeah, and I'll tell you that straight up, they both suck. And I don't care. I mean, I don't care if they listen to the video or anything. You know what? You guys are immature, you guys are narcissists, and you guys just plain suck. You know what? You do. So, your parents did a lousy job. And you know what? It's sad that you brought children into this world, because more than likely they're going to take after you guys. And that's all this world needs is more people like them. So, aren't you supposed to get away from bullies and everything else? Aren't you supposed to discipline your kids when they become bullies? Well, apparently not. So, yeah. So, but anyway, so, yeah. I made the, let's get off that, because they're just, you know. Because I told Cheyenne, I said, anytime you want me to go down there and talk to them, I'll gladly do it. Because, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. But she's like, no, Mom. I'm okay, Mom. And I'm like, all right, but... You know, she's not confrontational, but psh, that's why you have a mother. That is why you have a mother who just doesn't care. You know what? I love my daughter. I love my son. I love my mom and dad. And I love my husband. You know what? They matter. So nobody else does. So even Matt, you know what? Matt could be a flash in the pan. I don't know, you know. But we like him. But you know what? If he can't be more for my daughter, then you know what? He doesn't deserve her. And that's what she knows, that she can have more and she can do more. She knows that, because you know what? Herself is finally at a point where she can believe that her self-esteem is where she needs to be, where it's like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't need a man. So, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad. Oh, man, you guys, I'll tell you what. Your kids, when they get pooped upon, you know, it's like, oh, man, you just want to ask people, who raised you and why do you have to be such dirtbags? Why? Why? Like they say, right? If everyone was nicer and kinder, this world would be a better place. Apparently, people just can't be. So, whatever. Anyways, I did a tutorial, a live, and I was hoping that it would work out, but it didn't work out so well as far as it was in portrait, not in landscape, and that sucked. But I hopefully you guys will. Hopefully you guys learned something, and that you got something out of it. But I love applique. I love applique. Tim and I are going on Sunday because I need a break, you guys. I'm going to my mom's tomorrow, and I need a break. I really do. My head is pounding. I can't stop being sad, and I need a break. So I'm going to my mom's tomorrow. We're going to go applique and have a good day. And then we're going to be going to, Tim and I are going to go on Sunday to Gilroy Gardens. It's called Gilroy Gardens, and that's where we're going. And we're going to go look at the trees and stuff, and it should be really nice. So I tried to get my kids to go, but Cheyenne didn't want to pay $100. I got our tickets for free because our friend works there, but she only had, you know, the one set. And so Cheyenne's like, no. So, wow, I kept talking, didn't I? So, yeah, so I was like, okay, fine. So, but, Sunday night, she's off. Matt works overtime. She says, let's go get sushi and pedicures. And I'm like, you know what? I need that, so let's do it. So I'm hoping you guys. Oh, I need something, because yeah, it just stinks. Why can't they be with us forever, you guys? At least the ones who get treated well, the ones who are abused and neglected, I'm glad they don't live forever, because that way they don't have to, you know, live with that for the rest of, you know, forever. And it's, you know, it's sad, sad world when the fur babies get so abused. So sad. I wish I could rescue them all. I really do. So, but yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna go with my husband on Sunday, which will be really nice. Really, really nice. My husband's working for the next 2 days, so I'm gonna PL a little bit. After I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go PL, and then I'm going to go to my mom's tomorrow, and Sunday, if Tim's home, we'll go to Gallery Gardens, and then if he's not, then I'll be home till I go out with Cheyenne. Cute. So I just like the castle because, you know, we're all home, or it's like we're fixing the house, the puppies are home, they're comfy, they're happy, and, you know, got to be with Cheyenne this week, and it was great. And so, yeah, so I like the castle. That's all. I just like the castle. It just felt so fitting because, you know, just home and, you know, happy. This week sucks, but for the most part, we are happy. So, make sure that it all fits. I'm just putting it in, that way we can see what it looks like. The twins, which is Ash and Dory, we call them our twins. They know something's wrong, so they've been really quiet today. Not even barking at the door. Okay, so I like it. I thought it was super cute. All the comforts of home, and just, yeah, I love this layout. This layout felt really right to me, and it was good. LE Studio is always a good choice too, though. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening to me. Liz Yunkin, thank you. Scrap and Allie. I love the name Max. That would be, you know, my husband always wanted it. If we had another boy, he wanted to name the child Maximilian, and Max for short. So yeah, so Max is an awesome name. I hope she gets to, you know, stand her ground and gets to keep the baby name, because, you know, just that whole. Let me keep going. Just that whole, you know, naming your children after the dad stuff. Oh gosh, that is so, Mexicans do that a lot. And I'm like, you know, just, my brother is Dan Jr. and it's just like no originality. You know, just, it's okay to name your child something other than the dad's name. It's just so weird how some people get so hung up on that, and I'm like, gosh, you know, it's just weird. And but yes, I feel for you, girlfriend. It's just, yeah, it sucks. But yeah, that whole, you know, mama bear stuff is just, it's real. It really is, because it's like, you made my kid cry for what? For what? It's her baby too, you know? And it's like, oh gosh, you know, just, people suck. People can just suck. And it's just so weird why they would, yeah, it's like, why would you create such drama over a name? You already have that name. You gave it to your son. You gave it to your brother, you know, like your brother's name is this, you know, your whatever, your uncle's name, you know, it's just like, they already have this name. So you're okay. So yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can go on and on. I'm just, you know what? I feel like I'm negative right now, so I'm giving off negative energies, and I'm going to take today, and I'm going to be myself tomorrow. The last two videos have been really just, I feel negative because why you can bully a good person and get away with it, I don't understand it. I honestly don't. I'm not a bully. I'm a defender. That's why I wanted to be a cop, is because I wanted to defend people and not put them down. What does it cost you to be nice to someone? What does it cost you to say a kind word? When I go out with my daughter, you know what she does? She goes, oh my God, I love your dress, to just random strangers. She's like, I love your dress. I love your purse. You know, and they're like, thanks. You know, what did it cost her? Nothing. What did it give that other person? Just a little smile. That's all it did, right? And it's like, I prefer to leave people alone. But I will defend you if you need it. But but yeah, that's my kid. And these people are treating her as if she is an awful human being, and it's just mind-boggling. But anyway, so these last two videos have been just, you know, you guys are my friends online. You guys are here. You guys watch my videos. You know my life. You know my family. You know the dynamics. You know all of this stuff. So, you know, you're here for me, and I appreciate it. And so I don't mind telling you. Plus, like I said, I don't care if they watch my videos. I don't care if they're offended. I don't care. What you're doing is wrong. And so, but anyways, I want to bring the happy back. And so the next video, I promise, no complaining, no anything, you know, because it does, it's negative energy, and I don't like it, and I don't like it. So I will be back to being weird and fun the next video, I promise. I promise. So, but thank you guys for sticking with me and for listening and knowing and understanding. And I know that you guys are okay with me talking, you know, about it. But for me, it's negative. So, but anyways, all right, guys, big hugs, big loves. Love you all. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.